Hey guys, it's kind of the middle of the night here, but there was some breaking news that I wanted to talk about real quick. Just a quick little video here. Here we go. So, this is Dr. J. Bhattacharya. I've only ever read his name. I don't know how it's pronounced, but he and a few other doctors put together what was called the Great Barrington Declaration. It was I'll read it to you momentarily, but the important thing that you have to know is this email was released from Francis Collins to Tony Fauci. It was about the Great Barrington Declaration. It says, "Hi Tony and Cliff. See gbdeclaration.org. This proposal from the three fringe epidemiologists who met with the secretary seems to be getting a lot of attention, and even a co-signature from Nobel Prize winner Mike Levitt at Stanford. There needs to be a quick and devastating published takedown of its premises. I don't see anything like that online yet. Is it underway? Francis." So, this is a declaration to a government organization to attempt to make propaganda to at least disprove something that they are claiming is misinformation. So, considering that, let's take a look at what they are considering misinformation. The Great Barrington Declaration. Infectious disease epidemiologists and public health scientists, we have grave concerns about damaging physical and mental health impacts of the prevailing COVID-19 policies and recommend an approach we call focused protection. The Great Barrington Declaration. As infectious disease epidemiologists and public health scientists, we have grave concerns about the damaging physical and mental health impacts of the prevailing COVID-19 policies and recommend an approach we call focused protection. Coming from both left and right and around the world, we have devoted our careers to protecting people. Current lockdown policies are producing devastating effects on short and long-term public health. The results, to name a few, include lower childhood vaccination rates, worsening cardiovascular disease outcomes, fewer cancer screenings, and deteriorating mental health, leading to greater excess mortality in years to come, with the working class and younger members of society carrying the heaviest burden. Keeping students out of school is a grave injustice. Keeping this message in place until a vaccine is available will cause irreparable damage, with underprivileged disproportionately harmed. Fortunately, our understanding of the virus is growing. We know the vulnerability to death from COVID-19 is more than 1,000-fold higher in the old and infirm than the young. Indeed, for children, COVID-19 is less dangerous than many other harms, including influenza. As immunity builds in the population, the risk of infection to all, including the vulnerable, falls. We know that all populations will eventually reach herd immunity, i.e. a point at which the rate of new infections is stable, and that this can be assisted by, but is not dependent upon, a vaccine. Our goal should therefore be to minimize mortality and social harm until we reach herd immunity. Now, I could go on and keep reading it to you, but I suggest you go over and read the Great Barrington Declaration for yourself at gbdeclaration.org. But if you just heard that, what I read was completely reasonable and actually what I assumed we were aiming for. We were told the whole point was to reach herd immunity. That was the point of the vaccine, so we could reach herd immunity so that the people who couldn't take the vaccine would be protected. That was the entire narrative that we were sold as the reason for doing all of the lockdowns and everything. That point of doing that was to slow the curve while everybody got infected so you get herd immunity. And then once the vaccine came out, the point of that was to help get us to herd immunity. So a declaration talking about how we get there, and vaccines maybe not being necessarily the most important part of that, why the government is attempting to censor that or attempting to create a quick and devastating published takedown of its premises seems a little suspect to me. So I just wanted to get this out there. It was just recently released. You guys tell me what you think. Please like and share this video to everybody that you know. If this is interesting information to you, feel free to support me, because I want to start doing this full time. So anyways, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.